Okay. Let's pick up exactly where we left off. Perched on the edge of a little pond, a lake, just outside of Palana, where we need to fish straight off the bat. Get some protein, get some nourishment inside us. As it says on the screen now, fishing is the most reliable food source. If you know what you're doing, you can manage without. Well, easier said than done, folks. Easier said than done. We picked ourselves up a pristine machete from pretty much the first shed we checked in this place. Now I need to set up base. I'm going to set up base in this tree. We're going to use our damaged bone hook. Come on, Joe. Here we go. Keep a listen out, Joe. Make sure no one's creeping. We got a bit of pain. We've got a hematoma to deal with. By the time we take here to fish, we should get healed up. We're gonna need a little nap before we go to the big smoke. You got no capacity, Joe? You got no capacity, son? Alright, this is what we'll do. Let's get our fishing bait done. Put that there. Got 2 worms so far. Let's get a stick. Go back to our little tree base. Let's take our rope bed off and untie it. And craft our fishing rod. Put our bait on the rod and then dig up another worm. Get that rope on that long stick, boy. It's a bit open when we go actually to the pond to fish, but needs must. Needs literally must. Let's get a second worm, which will be 3 in total. And who knows, we might get real lucky and catch 3 off the rip. Wouldn't that be nice? Still got 1 use at least left on that bone knife too. See what you can do, Joe. Let's see what you can do, son. Fishing in the reeds. Can we get lucky? We're going to need to transfer the fish because of our limited carry capacity. Just check something. Look at that. The frying pan, which will obviously help us cook the fish. Back to the rod. Let's craft our second bit of bait. Can we get lucky a second time? Shift our position slightly, but pretty much the same spot in front of our tree. There wasn't a lot of meat on that fish, but it is what it is. We're going to need to maybe take a 30-second, 1-minute nap once we've cooked and eaten our fish before heading off up the road in this direction towards what I've heard is a massive town, city, you could call it, Zelenogorsk. There's a massive military base there. There's more importantly a hospital where we might get stomach medication. There's a police station. And we've caught something. It's another fish and it's a doozy this time. It's a big fat sucker. If we can make it a hat trick, 3 successful fishes in a row, as our fishing hook goes down to 1. My God. We would be set for a trip up the road. Go on, son. Go for the hat trick. We are going to have to physically transfer all 3 fish. Whoa. Oh my God. Can this be 3 out of 3 with no wellies? Oh, it is. Good load. The final use of our bone knife will be to break down the fishing rod to retrieve our rope. We certainly don't want to wander off without our rope. We can put that back around our waist so it doesn't take up any inventory space. Our bone knife is still only badly damaged. We can't put that on our rope belt, which is unfortunate. But if we run into anybody now, perhaps they will be that friendly survivor we've been looking for. Perhaps after what happened at the last person we encountered. Still having nightmares about that one. If in an ideal world we don't want to have to fight any Zeds during this transfer stage, hope all our stealth that we've built up over the last few hours. Just looking out, see if I can see any signs of other survivor activity. Oh, that's so lucky there are no immediate dangers. Part 1. While we walk back to our spot, I'm just looking. We've got rags for kindling, we've got the flare to start the fire itself, plus matches. So I'm not worried. The fact that we got to cook 6 fillets of fish. I'm pretty sure 1 long stick would do that job, actually. I mean, in an ideal world, I would get some actual firewood that would last longer, but we'll see what's around the cabin. We don't want to have to too much. I'm just thinking now, is this the time we say goodbye to the gas stove? We haven't got the cooking pot. What it will mean is we've only got to come back then for the baby AK. Instead of making 4 trips, we've only got to make 3. And if we want to pick up the gas stove on the way out of town, once everything is done, in fact, we can leave the gas stove and the baby AK down there behind the tree. We'll take a risk. We'll take a risk that nobody stumbles across it. It hasn't got a mag anyway. I mean, it would be a nice find for somebody if they were to come across that baby AK, but my boy is tired. He's hungry. He's expending energy here that could be better used cooking his food. I don't know why I shut that door, because we've got to go back out anyway. Let's leave the SSG here a second. Let's get this fuel. There's a reason why I left the SSG in the shed, and that is so that I could put one of those sticks on my back, carry a second in my hand. Oh, we've actually got some firewood from this one. Okay, we're damaging our gloves doing this, but we're saving our machete. We're saving our bone knife that's still got one use on it. We can use that final use. Shit, I thought that was a player then. Thought that was a survivor. It's a zombie. That zombie's getting closer and closer to our cabin as well. But we can probably use them as almost unofficial guard dogs. Bouncers, even. They can tell us if anybody's creeping. There's a few up the end of that street. One more thing. Yeah, I wanted to make sure there was nothing there that could be used against us. Okay. Let's put our gun back on our back. Let's put another set of short sticks on top of this firewood. So we're definitely going to have enough fuel for everything. What shape are our clothes in? Worn? Pristine still? Damaged? Pristine? Damaged? Pristine? Worn. Okay. Let's go matches. Possibly the last use of our bone knife. Oh, we also need kindling as well. Yeah, it was indeed the last use of our bone knife. So let's use this new pristine machete to cut the other two fish. Oh shit. That was either a heli crash or a gas bomb, a gas-in. I hope that doesn't happen to us. When we're in the middle of cooking. Let's try and light this sucker up and let's take our gloves off. See if that gives us our fingers a bit more dexterity to strike a perfect match. At least. Oh, was that first time? God damn. Quickly cook these suckers. We can put them all on this big fire in one hit. We can get them off. Shit, that's close. That's either Green Mountain, a little base up the road, or Zelenogorsk itself. We gotta go back for the AK, remember. These fish pieces, they're big, these fish pieces. They do take up a fair bit of room. We can store 2 of them in our bag. But we will need to eat the other 4. That's fine. We need to eat. Otherwise we'll hit red food and we won't be able to walk with any sort of pace. Okay, let's get this first one into us. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Tastes good. Fruits of our own labour as well, caught with our own fair hand. Survival skills seem to be improving. Which reminds me to look at my skill tree. Once I've dealt with these fish. We don't want any burnt fish. that's for sure. Immunity, medicine, athletics, strength, stealth, survival, butchering, okay. Dozing off is going to be an issue. I'm half tempted to have a doze down where we left the baby AK. %, 48%, 85, 85. Okay. Damn it, we're full. This is really risky. While we're waiting for his hunger to go away, let's try and give Joe 40 winks, but I need to keep one ear open. See if I can hear someone creeping on our fire. Sweet dreams, Joe. Sweet dreams. Not too many. Need to stay somewhat alert while resting at the same time. I'd rather die than give someone these fish. At least go out trying. Go out swinging. Defending our spoils. Oh, look at that white apple in the bottom right hand corner. Those 3 arrows going up. You move, boy. You got some capacity to finish this fillet. We can have another 30 seconds to a minute down by the lake, because the heat buff won't go anywhere in terms of getting us back down to that tree line. It's only down there. And actually it will be safer for us if we move now, because while that fire is burning, that's a heli crash over there. Wow, that's going to draw attention. People are going to want the spoils from that. Oh no. Drawing attention. Will that Zed be able to get on our trail? Or have we done enough to lose them? I think we might get away with that one. As we see our smoke billowing out. That's why we need to move. We need to relocate. Anyone seeing that on the main road could have bad intentions. We've all had those thoughts as survivors. Tree. Still very visible, but it's more likely that someone would go for our fire and spend their time up there than come straight down here to the lake. Surely to God, we'd have to be really unlucky. to be stumbled upon. Out here, Joe seems to be able to sleep. We're back in the white for sleep, but I want to give it another 40 seconds. And then we have a decision to make. I think we should prioritize Zelenogorsk, as tempting as that helicopter crash is, and what we might find on that crash. We're not going to find medication on that crash, where we are going to find a medical facility at Zelenogorsk. Joe just keeps having this feeling that he's coming to the end of this journey. Maybe his time searching for his family is up, and he will join them, but not in the traditional way, not in the happily ever after way that you might be hoping for, that we are hoping for. He might be joining them in a different world. He keeps getting the feeling that it's not going to be too long before that time comes. We've got the 2 pieces of fish. And we move. We're not even going to loot up the town, even though I know there is a hunting shop there. Our guns are not damaged. We don't need a gun cleaning kit. We don't need anything that a hunting shop might provide, to be honest. A leather kit, an epoxy. We'd be better off searching industrial areas, in fact, for something that could fix up our vest. But if we do go to Zelenogorsk, and we do manage to search the police departments, but that all depends how many Zeds are in such a built-up area. I mean, Zelenogorsk being a town, a city, whatever you want to call it. See, there are a lot of Zeds, even in this little village, that as tempting as that hunting store behind that shed is, and the shed itself, as tempting as it is, I think we need to press on to our target of Zelenogorsk. I feel from where we started off in Chernogorsk, to have gone along the western route and come as far as we have, I think that would be a feat in itself. Regardless of the outcome, we could get sniped from the trees now. I think Joseph could be proud of the efforts he's made. Vital statistics are pretty good. This is the end of the town, I believe. We're leaving Polana. Anybody on our trail might be diverted to go and investigate that heli crash, which could actually help us. It could give us more of a head start on our train to Zelenogorsk. Anyone who was maybe 10 minutes behind us might now turn out being an hour behind us if they divert that way to where we heard the heli crash. And even though it sounded pretty close, it certainly wasn't very close. If we diverted to investigate, it would take quite a chunk off our health, our sleep, our food. So I think we need to use what we've eaten and what we're carrying, those last 2 pieces of fish, big pieces of fish as well. This is the last building of Polana. We'll approach with caution. Because we, unfortunately, are triple carrying weapons. And we're triple carrying weapons in the hope that we find a magazine for a baby AK, because we could then ditch the shotgun and we would no longer be triple carrying. But I don't want to just keep the AK single fire, even though the pump action in itself is single fire. It's a lot quicker to get another slug in the chamber after firing than it is, in my opinion, without testing it, to reload another single bullet into the AK after firing it. Although that single bullet, if it hits, will kill pretty much anything, particularly with a headshot. But we're not too hampered at the moment because we're out in the open. We're not fiddling or fighting zombies and dropping our gun to pick up our bat every 30 seconds, every minute, every 5 minutes. We're taking this cautiously wide approach to Polana for that reason. The goal in that town, the mission, was to fish, cook the fish, get fed, have some rest. That's mission accomplished, as far as I'm concerned. Next mission, get to Zelenogorsk. We are going to be tantalizingly close to a military base called Green Mountain, though, which has a barrack, a police cell, jailhouse, if you like, a jailhouse, a large tower that can spawn loot, and a police shack, and also, usually, quite a few military Zeds, which of course can drop military loot if you were to dispatch them and search them, but I think with every step that Joseph takes forward, he feels that I feel that his journey, his mission, could be coming to an end soon. And if he does reach Zelenogorsk, that would be a milestone in itself met. Oh, another reason for holding on to the pump action is that we are certainly in wolf territory here. And I think the pump action, you know, boom, shoot, reload, boom, reload, boom, will give us a chance of surviving a wolf attack. It depends how many wolves there are in the pack. I think firing the AK, God forbid you miss, then you've got to reload, 2 wolves are on you. We've seen how quick they can kill in this environment. And I do believe that is Zelenogorsk, it is. And it is gassed. Well, the military area of it is gassed anyway. So that's the bomb we heard earlier when we were cooking. I guessed it was either Green Mountain, which is up that way, I believe. If the conditions were a bit better, we might be able to see a candy cane tower that signifies Green Mountain, Green Mountain's location. Now that is an industrial area down there where we would have a good chance of actually finding a leather sewing kit, an epoxy, something to fix up our stab vest. But I know from what I can see with my eyes here that not all of Zelenogorsk has succumbed to this gas bombing. Don't get me wrong, large parts of it have, but certainly not all of it. And we also know not a million miles away from Zelenogorsk is a summer camp, a hunting camp, that can and will spawn rifles, and equipment, and ammo, all the good stuff. I'm just glad this happened before we got here, rather than when we were creeping around looting, like has happened in the past. Because once that thing drops, you haven't got very long at all to get out of here. Now, maybe the gas drove somebody out. Maybe somebody was here and the gas has driven them out. Maybe they survived, maybe they didn't. Maybe we should loot the industrial area to find something that would repair our vest. while we wait for the gas to dissipate. I would only anticipate it would be 15 to 20 minutes that the gas would be around. We're already cold as well, which is just unbelievable how brutal this is. But we can certainly go around this gas, and we can certainly loot other things in the interim. Let's just take this opportunity. Stealth. Learn to copy the movements of the infected. Chance of being detected reduced. Nice. What I have noticed immediately is there are not a lot of undead here. Okay, there they are. Onto us here. I would love dearly to search everything in there that is potentially player, survivor. Go in that hut. Shit. I had a feeling trouble was afoot. There they are. They see us? I think they saw us. Shit, there's multiples. Oh no. Oh, Joe. What has gone on? Keep moving. Keep moving, Joe. I knew that was him. Oh, we're in the open here. We could be seen. Oh no, we could be seen. Can you please die? That's great. Don't panic, Joe. They had night vision goggles on and all sorts. I think they were very, very geared. They may have zombie problems, I'm sure. The one guy was potentially getting shot at by somebody else. Let's move back. If they're in those trees, we're going away here into the open. We're just a sitting target there. How did that shot not land? The gas is our friend. That side is where we're open. They made a huge flank. This could be it, Joe. You could be outgunned and outmanned here, son. They can't go into the gas. Were they hit? Did I hit them? I don't think I did. I think my only option here is a slow, and I mean slow, flank. The gas is our friend there. We are open this side. Massively, massively open here. A sniper. Oh, there we go. Clever boy. If there are two, we're dead. Breathe. You got eyes, you didn't give away your position. I think the two of them are together, because otherwise that other guy who's shot would have killed this guy comfortably. Because he was massively exposed to him on the tree line. So why wouldn't he have killed him? We are involved in a standoff. We have weapons, of course. But they have a lot to lose by the looks of it too, equipment-wise. Can only be seen now from here. If he crawls under there, pokes his head there, one of them comes round this wall here, or if they flank round and come up close range, of course. And now Joseph's getting tired. Maybe this is the fight he needed to send him off to his family, send him to Valhalla, where he can be reunited. Zelenogorsk always has been a hot spot. I can't believe he went prone under the wall back there. Pretty much, if we make a break for it, we're exposed. And he's flanked around that way. I don't like sitting there. I feel like a sitting duck. I know I'm a sitting duck potentially in the open, but sniper, see, maybe playing Overwatch for his buddy. That would be smart. Super smart. Come up on me close with semi-automatic weapons, then it's over. Circles of each other now. Those two might not have been together. Now we are the open target now as we go up this hill. Killed that zombie. We tried so hard to make it to Zelenogorsk, and we knew the risks involved with going to such a heavily militarized zone. We managed to get eyes on the guy first. We located his exact position and he was stationary and prone. And we took a shot and we missed, and then it was on. It was always going to be on. And we were always going to be in trouble. But if I were to give a eulogy for Joseph, I would say he can be proud. He died twice to teams of at least two guys in Kelm. He died to. He died then to wolves, and they were 3 wolf pack attacks over the space of about half an hour at max. And he survived 2 of them, succumbed to the 3rd. And then he has died in one of the most militarized towns in the country of Chernarus, Zelenogorsk. And he fought military grade geared characters. I could tell when I zoomed in on that first guy, he had night vision goggles on for starters. And then we've just died to automatic weapons. We've just died to AKs that have been on single fire or been popped with burst fire. And we were trying to fight back with police issue SSG rifle, pump action shotgun with slugs, a pistol. I mean, maybe I could have approached those guys and been friendly. I would have been totally at their mercy. But how cool would it have been if we could have killed one? Then maybe we realize there's a second. We play cat and mouse with the other guy. Maybe we get a massive snowball come up. But as a finale, because that is the finale, folks. Spoiler. I think Joe can be proud he went out in a hail of bullets, and he can go and be with Joanne and his family, the kids, again in Valhalla, and he can be very proud of what he did in these winter surroundings. And now, if you're still listening, and I hope you are, I just wanted to say a massive thank you for anybody who's watched this series. Put a like on any of my videos on this winter DayZ IntenZ run through. All 13 parts. I believe this is 13, unlucky for some, part 13. And if you've subscribed after watching because you want to see more, a special thank you to you guys and the regular comment leavers. You know who you are. It means a lot, and it motivates me to make more of these. And now, getting away from the immersion slightly, I'm afraid. There is a wipe IRL as I'm speaking and recording this. It's the 2nd of February 2023. Now tomorrow, I believe, is the last day that this server will be winter. And then on Saturday there will be a wipe. So everybody with bases, that's possibly why 2 super geared guys were running around there trying to just get into as many gunfights as they can, because they know they're losing all their gear on Saturday when the server wipes clean. So there'll be no bases. There'll be no people running around super geared until they can get geared up. So there's going to be a new series, with it being back in the spring, summer, autumn, whatever you want to call it, Chernarus. And I feel like we can probably get into more shenanigans when we haven't got to stop for a fire every 10 minutes. So I'm really, really looking forward to the Trials of Terry. And our protagonist is going to be a chap called Terence. Terry to his friends, or Tell if you're from the UK. If you know, you know. And yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you again to anyone who's supported this series and the series before. And hopefully, as I get used to doing these, the quality of the videos, the quality of the narration, me just babbling on, will continue to get better and better. And I hope I see you in part 1 of the Trials of Terry, which I will start filming very soon. And perhaps even by the time you've watched this video, the first one of Trials of Terry would have gone up. But thank you very much again, and I really hope you enjoyed watching Joe struggle in winter Chernarus, and I'll catch you guys soon. Thank you very much. Bye.